This past weekend we had a gun show, and I love going to gun shows and seeing what I can find. And well, uh, I'm a sucker for older used scopes, and this one guy, he had, I don't know, a dozen scopes out on his table. I bought 3 of them. The first one here is a Tasco 3x12, and always, whenever I see a Tasco, I always pick it up, I look through it, I check to make sure everything's functioning on it as best I can. The only thing I can't really check is when you adjust the reticle up and down, left and right. It's kind of hard to check that off the gun, or when you're not sighting it in. I'll just put it that way. I actually got one. It didn't cost me anything. I was buying some rings, and the guy said you can have the scope with it, and I know why he gave it to me. I think it was the left and right would not work. It was a little Bushnell Sports View, I think. So I still have it. I may turn it in to a company to see if I can get it fixed if it doesn't cost too much. If it's cost too much, I won't get it. But most of these scopes that I get range $25 to $35, and these 3 right here I got for I asked him, I said, can I bundle them? And he said, yeah, and I got them for $100, all 3 of them. The second one is a 6-power fixed Marlin scope, and I actually looked that up, and it is a period scope that will go great on my, wait for it, my 1970 Marlin 3030. I already have a scope on it. It's a little True Glow 4-power scope, but this period correct Marlin scope will go great on that particular rifle. So I'm going to swap that out and sight it in. It is, I think I mentioned it's a 6-power. And then the last one back here is a 4-power Weaver. It's the K4. It's a K4 6B, I believe. Steel tube, Weaver scope. Look through it, it looks great. Of course, you never know, the gases in it may be gone by now, but still the scopes looks great. I like it. I like those old steel Weavers. So, and being that that thing was, I think he had it listed for, well, let me just see. Had it listed for $30. So I said, I'll give you $30 for it. Actually, I grabbed up all 3 of these scopes, and I got $10 off the asking price with them combined. I'll put it that way. When I was walking around, I saw some other things, and when I see something that I consider a big item, and that'd be a couple of $100, I always, well, let me think about it, because I might find something else later on down the line. Well, I did that. I found something that I was interested in, but then later I found this ammo that you just can't beat the prices on it. This Federal here in the middle, and on the right, that's the Federal Premier. It's 308, 160 grain. That is the ammo that I use in my Ruger Precision. It shoots great out of that rifle. And when I was talking to the guy, he said he has the exact same rifle and that is the ammo he uses as well because of the same reason. It just shoots great. Well, that box on the right, the kind of orangish colored one, it's the same thing. I just grabbed it because it was different, and I asked him, I said, is there any difference between these two? And he said, no, it's just an older box style. But I picked up 4 boxes of the 168, and it has the Sierra Match King projectiles that they loaded in it. But anyway, I picked up 4 boxes of that, and buying that stuff new, you're going to pay almost double that amount. He had more, but I only grabbed what I could afford. Now, in addition to that, I grabbed some 150 grain hunting ammo, and what I did is I just grabbed one of each kind that he had. Sorry about the camera. There we go. Maybe that'll stay. I got a box of Federal Fusion for some Federal, I just call it the blue box, and then some Winchester, and I just don't ever see that price. And I asked him, I said, oh, no, I didn't ask him. He actually volunteered it. He said, I know you're probably wondering about the price of this ammo. He said, a friend of mine had a shop and he closed it down, and this is stock that he's been trying to get rid of. I told him I was doing the gun show, so I'd bring it out here. He told me to mark it down, so that's what I marked it at. And I told the guy at the table, I said, I'm really surprised that some of the other dealers haven't come over here and just wiped you out and raised the price and put it on their table. And he said, yeah, well, you know, you snooze, you lose. So I was happy to find this, and wish I could have got more, but that ammo right there, to include that one box of what's called CCI Clean 22. It's a suppressor ammo, and it's supposed to shoot clean, which if anyone who has shot a 22 suppressor knows how dirty they get pretty quickly. And the 22 suppressors are made to take apart so you can clean them. So I went ahead and picked this up. Of course, I don't know how it will perform, and it's 200 rounds, so I picked it up. Well, anyway, that's some of the stuff that I rounded up. Let me back you back out here. So we got 3 scopes, all that ammo right there. But then there was something else that I got. It's over here to the left. I got it covered up because kind of want to save that for you. And it is a plinker. I'll put it that way. So anyway, see if I can roll this back. This is what I got. Now this is a copy of a Browning SA-20, I think is what it is. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. It could be a SA-40. But anyway, it's a little takedown 22, semi-automatic. This one, there's a funny story behind this. This is a Norinco, a Chinese made, but it just looked so good, I picked it up. I have not had the opportunity to shoot it yet. I did some reviews, or I did not. I looked at some reviews on this particular Norinco gun, and everybody speaks highly of it. They said even though it's Chinese made, it's this is one of the ones that they actually took their time with and put some quality into, and it looks good. I did look down the bore. It looks really good. Bore looks great. This thing really looks like it has been shot very little. There's no dings in the wood. No scratches, nothing. I'm excited to get it out and ding it up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm excited to get it out and shoot it and see what it'll do. So that's what I got. Well, anyway, that's my haul from the latest gun show. Again, this little Norinco 22, takedown 22, these scopes, and this ammo. I thought I did real good on the ammo and the scopes, both. I can always find a use for these scopes because I have so many rifles that I just like to shoot, and with my eyes I need some type of optic on there. And to me they're better. Like the Tasco, it's Japanese made. That's Japanese glass in there, and I enjoy that. That Marlin is a Japanese made scope, and of course the Weaver is a USA made scope, but it's 4 power, and the Tasco is a 3 to 12. So anyway, that's my haul from the gun show.